Okay, so now we're going to be talking about one of the most important parts of the webinar here. We're going to create a category and the products, the most essential parts of our of any online e-commerce store. So we're going to go through a product info checklist. Let's go ahead and take a look at the catalog here. These are some of the products that we have added to our store at the moment. Remember that these are demo content, so that's why you see demo here. We'll be going through all the steps. We'll be taking a look at the price, the measurement, combinations, features, suppliers, manufacturers, and some of the other supplementary stuff like some of the search engine optimization keywords, the short and long descriptions, and just how this is implemented in a website structure. So in preparation for all these items, we're going to need to set up a couple of things first before we're actually able to add any products. So some of the things we're going to need to set up first are combinations, which are also known as attributes, features, the suppliers, the manufacturers, and pretty much the website structure, which is going to be the categories. Now, once we've added all of these things, then we'll be able to go ahead and add the images, the search engine optimization keywords, the short and long descriptions, the price, and any measurements we need to specify. So we'll go ahead and do this first. First, we'll go ahead and take a look at the combinations. So for combinations, we'll just go ahead and click on product attributes here. And as you can see, for product attributes on our store, we have three set up for the moment being. We have size, shoes size, and color. So we have the ability to add a new attribute here at the top, or we could take a look at the ones we have. And since these are already set up, we'll just take a look at these very quickly. We'll just click on edit. So for edit, we have the name of our attribute. This one is size. What is the public name? Now the public name is what's going to be displayed for the customers. So for this one, it's going to be size. We also have the URL. So if you read here, when the layered navigation block module is enabled, you can get more detailed URLs by choosing the word that best describes this attribute. By default, PrestaShop uses the attribute's name, but you could change that setting using this field. So if you want something different, you could specify it in here. We have the meta title and indexable. So is this indexable? And this is for the navigation module, which enables us to search for these attributes here. So definitely, do you want to make this attribute searchable is what also you could call it. And we have the attribute type. Is it going to be selected based on radio buttons, drop down list, or color or texture? Now, since this is going to be size, we're going to make this one a drop down list such as small, medium, and large. We'll just go ahead and click save. So here we specify the different product attributes. We have these already. For example, shoe size, it's pretty much the same concept. We have the name, which is going to be shoe size. For public is going to be size, and that's because if they're looking at a shoe, we probably don't have to specify to the customer that it's a shoe size. It's just a size, but that's up to you, and pretty much the same options. Now, if we go to product features, now we have a couple of different options that we get to add. Let's take a look at properties here. Okay, we'll be talking about product feature in just a moment. I'm sorry about that. So definitely, if we go to, let's say, size. So we set up our size. The public name, all these attributes. Now we want to set up what's in the size. So if we click on the size, and then we have other product attributes. They're kind of like sub attributes. So inside of the size attribute, we have small, medium, large, or one size. So definitely if you want to add any sub attributes, you could always click here, add new value. Then we have which value do you want to add it to the attribute group. So this one is going into the size. The value is going to be, let's say, extra small. We'll leave the URL and meta title like that, and we'll just go ahead and click save, then add another value, or save. We'll just click save. And now if you go to size and you go in here, now we have another size attribute. So definitely this is very important to do before you add your products. So definitely if you know these, that your catalog consists of different attributes for these products, you could always add them in here. We'll go ahead and take a look at some of the features now. So for example, for features, you could add other specification of the product. For example, the height, the width, the depth, the weight, the composition, styles, and the properties. So for example, if we go to composition here, we have a couple of different values. We have polyester, we have wool, cotton, silk, straw, leather. These are different just the values that we could put into our composition. So this just gives more information about each product. So definitely these are also great to set up before we add the product, and we'll be showing you why in just a moment. So the next thing we want to set up is the suppliers. So for example, the suppliers section is going to allow us to specify who supplies our products. Now, normally you wouldn't really want to see the customers you wouldn't really want the customers to see this, but this is definitely something that we would like to add just so we could have some information maybe for our employees or just for ourselves. So for example, I have a fashion supplier. That's the name of one of my suppliers. I could add some description, maybe some contacts, the phone number, the mobile phone, the address, some general information, and sub description. So we could enable this or disable this. That's fine. Just click cancel for the moment being. And of course, you could always add a new one. We have the same fields here. We also want to take a look at the manufacturers. So definitely we could specify here what manufacturers do what. So for example, here we have our fashion manufacturer, and we also have some of their addresses. So here you could always add a new one, which is the same fields, or you could go ahead and edit maybe one that you already have. It's going to be the same fields. And we'll see later on why this is useful when it comes to some of our products. Now we'll go ahead and take a look at categories. Now categories are what's going to help our customers navigate through all of our catalog, and definitely it's going to be great to go ahead and help them navigate through all this site. So for right now, we'll go ahead and add a new catalog. Let me go ahead and delete this one. This is the one I'll be using. But let's see, I want to, when we delete a catalog, let's say we delete this catalog right here, we're going to be given the option. Do you want to associate the products with other categories to the parent category? So any product that's in here will go to the parent category if it has a parent, but our root or the home is actually the parent category. Since it's kind of in a tree-like structure, it goes home, and then we have other subcategories such as women in Futurama. Actually, let me show you this visually. So for example, our home includes just the first layer. Then we have our subcategories that are inside home. So we have women, dresses, t-shirts. And then inside women, we have tops and dresses. And inside dresses, we have casual, evening, and summer. So we'll be talking a little bit more about those. But definitely, here's where we get to set that up. So for the moment being, I want to remove the products which are listed only within this category and no others. So we want to delete the category and every product inside the category. We'll click delete. So now we'll be adding our own category. This one just comes here by default, so it just gives you an idea, but I'll be showing you how to do our own. So we'll go here to the top and click Add New Category. We're going to give this a name. So this is going to be Futurama. We'll use Futurama. We're going to be selling Futurama merchandise. Displayed, it is going to be displayed parent category. As you can see here, we have the tree structure. So for the moment being, home is a very parent structure. And then we have the first level, which is women, tops, and dresses. So we'll make the parent category home. So we'll leave that selected. You could always select any other ones you would like here. Description. Okay. We have the ability to add an image. So just in case your theme does support an image for categories, you could add it here. We have the meta titles, so meta description, meta keywords, and keep in mind that this helps with search engine optimization. So when Google or Yahoo or other search engines like this search up certain keywords, this does help them guide them to your page. We have friendly URLs, so definitely if you have friendly URLs turned on, which is something you might want to do whenever you want to be ranked high in the Google pages, definitely you want to give it a familiar name. So instead of something like category number 5, it would show category Futurama. So we'll just leave that one as Futurama. And the group access, which would you like to make this visible to, this category and all of its products? So we'll make this category accessible to all of our groups. We'll go ahead and click on save. Okay, so inside of the Futurama category, we're going to add some subcategories. So for Futurama, it's a big show. It's a TV show which has a couple of characters. So let's say we're going to sell or divide them by character names. So there's one particular character called Fry. This category is going to be inside Futurama, of course, because he is part of this show. This is going to be Fry merchandise. The image, we could select an image again for this category. For right now, we'll skip that. We'll leave everything the same and we'll click on save. Just to demonstrate, we'll just add another one here and we'll call this one Zoidberg. There's another character we'll call Zoidberg and we'll just go ahead and click on save. And now we have 2 subcategories inside of our Futurama category. And now you could keep doing this, so you could definitely narrow it down to as many levels as you would like. Just make it as easy as you can so it's easy for customers to follow along. And after this, we're pretty much ready to go ahead and start adding our products. Oh, one last thing that I do wanted to add, I almost forgot here, the attachments. Here we have the attachment section. So definitely if you have maybe a manual or some instruction electronic file that goes with one of your products, you could add it here as well and then specify that product to use it. So just another section here. And now we'll go to one of the important sections. We'll go to adding a product. Now this product section here allows us to go ahead and upload products, modify products, or remove products. So some of the ones that we have here have been imported by the demo content in PrestaShop when you first install the software. So we could also have the ability to filter them by category. So if we go ahead and click on this box here, we have a couple of options to view them by categories. For example, in Futurama, we don't have anything listed yet, but for women, we have the following products. So for right now, we'll just go ahead and close this, and we are going to add a new product. So we'll go ahead and click on the top right corner here, and just click on Add New Product. So here we could specify whether it's a standard product, it's a pack of existing products, or a virtual product, such a booking, downloadable product, something like this. So we'll just go ahead and click on standard product. We'll give it the name. We'll say the name is Fry T-shirt. We could give it a reference code, um, a EAN13 code, or a JAN barcode, or UPC barcode. So definitely, if your products do have any of the following, be sure to specify that. I do want to enable this product, and the visibility, will it be visible everywhere, from the catalog only, in search only? So maybe if you want, for some reason, you want your product to be only seen if it's searched, you could have this option, or nowhere. If, let's say, you're just making a test, you could have this set to nowhere. We have a couple of options, such as available for order, show price, and online only. So just in case you want to alert customers that this is not sold in your store, you could select this option as well. We have the ability to specify whether it's a new product, a used product, or refurbished, and a couple of more description options, such as a short description and a long description, and a couple of tags. So these tags could be something that helps when searching for a product, or when you want to definitely make this product ranked high up in the Google search engines or any other search engine. This is a good place to also add some more description like that as well. So for this we'll just add Fry T-shirt. Short description is going to be Fry T-shirt. Long description is going to be Fry from Futurama T-shirt. We'll go ahead and click on Save and Stay. For add tags, actually, we'll add Futurama. You could separate these by a comma. So every time you write a comma, it's going to separate each value. Fry and maybe T-shirt. We'll go ahead and select Save and Stay once again. Now let's go to prices. Now prices, we have the wholesale price. The wholesale price is what you paid for the product. So let's say for this shirt, we actually paid $5. For the retail price is how much did it cost us, or it's how much we are going to sell it to the customer. So if we bought it for $5, we're going to make it $10. So we're going to receive a $5 profit. Here we could apply the tax rule. Earlier on, we set up our taxes. So definitely for this item, let's say we're not going to add any tax. Or actually, forget it. We'll go ahead and add a Florida state tax of 6%. The unit tax price, the unit price per unit, right now we could just leave that disabled. Leave that at 0. Here we have the ability also to display the on sale icon on product page. So if this particular product is on sale, we could just click that. For right now, we'll just click on Save and Stay. Here we have the ability to add specific price rules. So definitely we'll be talking about that in just a moment. So for right now, we won't add anything specific. And priority management. So if you do have a couple of different specific price rules, definitely here you could set up the order in which they're applied. So that's if you have a couple of different discounts, you could apply the order that they would be applied in. So the next section is the search engine optimization. Here we have the ability to add the title. This is once again mostly for search engines, so they could find your product a little bit easier. For example, from a friendly URL, once again, instead of having maybe like a product ID, like product 578, now it would be product Fry T-shirt. So definitely be sure to set these up. We have the associations. So anytime you click on, let's say, a category, and for example, if we click the women's category, we have all these women products. Uh, Definitely here you could associate this product with different categories. Now you could select more than one category. For example, if I want this to appear on the home page, so when I click here, so if I click here, I want this product to be available here. I didn't add an image just yet, but if I also want this to be available, if they click on a Futurama category, I could select this as well. Now I could select two or more or one, but I also have to give it a default category. So for the moment being, I'll just leave this default as Futurama since it fits more in there. Maybe later on in the future, I want to remove this from home. We could give it also accessories. So maybe if this comes with a beanie or something like that, and I have a beanie product, I could look up beanie and it would show up here on the following listing. For example, dress, you see here, it shows some of the dresses we have in our store, but I won't not be adding any accessories. And we'll have the ability to choose the manufacturer. So this is a fashion manufacturer, and we'll go ahead and click on save and stay. Now for the next, we have the shipping options. Here we have the package width, the height, the depth and width and weight. Remember, if you are setting up your carrier to do this by weight, you want to set this up. Definitely, if you don't specify any weight, your carrier calculations will not come out correct if you are using weight as a calculation method. And we could also additionally add shipping fees. So for example, if by any chance one product in particular costs a lot more to ship than the other ones, maybe because it's a lot heavier, or for some reason the dimensions are not like the other products, you could specify any additional charge for this. We also have the ability to add which carriers are available for this product. So maybe if this is a very large product, only a few are going to be able to carry it. So you could specify here that as well. If you don't specify anything, you will have all carriers selected. So keep that in mind. Now we also have the combinations generator. Here we have the ability to add attributes or pretty much different variations of our product. So you could add these products individually or the variations individually, but we are going to use our products generator. So we'll go ahead and click here. It says you will use unsaved modifications. So be sure, let me go ahead and make sure that I saved my changes. And now we could go ahead and click on product combinations generator. So now as you can see, we have some attributes, some sub attributes, we have colors, we have shoe sizes, and we have just size. So we'll go ahead and add a color. We'll go ahead and add, let's say we want to add black and white, and it's going to come in small, medium, and large. Go ahead and click on add here. And now all these attributes have been added to our combinations list. What is the default quantity for all these combinations? We'll just make them 100. We have 100 of each. Remember, you could change this later on as well. The France reference number. And after we're done here, all we have to do is click the generate these combinations.